Deltarune Chapter 3 and 4 just recently released, and last week I made 3 songs for Chapter 3 without ever hearing the original songs. And a lot of people wanted me to do it again, but this time with Chapter 4. And lucky for you, I live under a rock, and I have also not seen a single screenshot from Chapter 4 nor heard any music. So today I'm going to be looking at scenes for the first time ever and choosing 3 scenes, characters, or moments to make a soundtrack for, with the goal this week being to make a song good enough to twerk to. Or it is at your playlist. But now let's see the difference between an amateur soundtrack composer, who is secretly a goose in a trench coat, and Toby Fox, the goat. So to find the perfect scenes, I looked at a walkthrough of the entirety of Chapter 4 until I found the perfect 3 to make a soundtrack for. And after scrounging around for a little bit, I found 3 scenes that caught my eye. The first being this church scene, where some of the characters are singing in a choir. And then this really beautiful, blue level that I was really intrigued by. And then this boss battle against this jack-o'-lantern guy shrouded in darkness. And with that, I had a versatile mix of scenes to compose for. And I decided to start off with... So in this church scene, we see this group of people singing in a choir while we see the lyrics show up on screen. And what made me want to compose for the scene is the fact that not only do I get to make something churchy, but I also get to create the melody for the vocals using just instruments. So to start this song off with, I tried looking for an organ instrument because that's the instrument they play in a church. And then I found out that I don't have a good organ instrument, so I settled for a Rhodes keyboard instead as the main instrument. And then I created this. The song overall is like 30 seconds long, so I decided to split this into 3 sections, and with the third part, I found it interesting to have a key change. The first 2 sections are in the key of A minor, which gives off this mixed feeling of both kind of dark but not bad or sad. It's just really uncertain, which is what gives so much weight to the third section when it bumps to C sharp minor, which has this feeling of purpose in it and determination, and then resolving into the D B major chord, which gives us a happy ending to the song. Then after that, I added the vocals, which I started off by just singing and freestyling some melodies following the lyrics, and then I used that as a reference for the syllables and used Serum to create 4 different synths following this melody to act as the 4 people in this choir. And then I actually did end up finding an organ, so I added it to act as the chords to add more of a church feel. And then I quickly designed some background music for the church as a whole that would be playing before the choir part. And with that, I was done. So without further ado, let's all stand for the opening song. So for Sanctuary 3, I felt that there was this ocean-like feeling. So the first thing I did was look on Splice for ambient ocean noise, and I found this. After I placed that in, I used a piano and added one of my all-time favorite effects to it, the analog answers in Guitar Rig 7, which gave this reverberated sound, but most importantly, it has this delay in it that circles around you and switches between octaves while doing so, which adds such a beautiful texture and feeling to the song, and I used that as the intro and incorporated that into the main song as well, because it gave me such an underwater feeling. And then I made this chord progression. Then I added the beautiful sound I used for the intro on top, and then because this zone isn't safe or peaceful, like there are enemies there, I added a bit of urgency and danger into the song with this bass and some drums. I then felt it was important to add this synth onto it as well because it gave me this feeling of waves flowing into the song. Then with a lead piano to add a main melody on top, I had made a song that I find to be my best work in the series so far. Alright, and with that, I am done. I am extremely happy with what I made here. I mean, it's dreamy, it's oceanic, it has this levitating feel to it, but it's not in your face or extreme, you're calm, but you're still under pressure, you have to do something, but maybe you accepted that fact and you're you're on the way to do something that you know you're supposed to do. Actually, most of the songs in this video are gonna have an extended version on Spotify and like other, streaming platforms. Just for the people that don't want to hear the whole song, you can just watch the video. But if you want to hear the full thing, go on Spotify or YouTube. But yeah, hope you enjoy my little ocean tune. So like with any song with energy and excitement, I started with the drums in the BPM of 160. I then felt that the fight looked pretty ominous with glowing eyes in the dark and navigating through a house of ghosts, so I added a lot of elements that gave me a spooky feeling, like this piano with this haunted vibe to it. And this gliding synth that sounds a lot like a ghost singing. I added multiple chapters to keep it fresh and exciting the whole way through, and added piano for emotion, and then, honestly, I got this blacked out for an hour, and a boss battle theme for Jackensteining was finished. I love making songs like this, it is so fun. The full version is around 3 minutes long, and I do think it is quite fun, but without further ado, here is my little boss battle theme for this spooky little guy. Then after this, we're gonna go and check out the originals, and see what me and Toby Fox did differently. Enjoy. Alright, now it's time for me to actually react to the real songs playing. And last time I was like a little bit close at some points, but also pretty far. But I'd also like to mention just really quick that I'm not trying to be Toby Fox for this video. I'm just trying to get like the similar vibe, or like guessing what the feeling is. I ain't got no sound fonts, and I'm not Toby Fox, I'm Gusto. But hopefully I at least get the right emotion. So let's see what I got. Starting with the church. Okay, so it's like basically at the start of the game. Let's hear it. Sounds pretty pretty. These are nice chords. Toby Fox, he knows how to cook. Let's hear it, guys. Let's hear it. Let's hear it. I'm so excited. So they went full on choir mode. Okay, so it's just a choir. That makes sense. In my mind, Toriel sounds like a Rhodes keyboard, and she can be playing 2 octaves at the same time. But I guess canonically, that's not real. I should have also expected this. I saw a lot of the comments. Toby Fox uses a lot of leitmotifs. I don't know how to pronounce it, but I guess I should have expected that like this is the Deltarune theme. They're just singing it in a choir way, but it is the choir. Mine, it's a lot more complicated. I complicated it a lot more. This one is a lot more heavenly. Mine's a lot more, I guess, folklore. But yeah, not too far off. The background music in the before section had like an organ. I used an organ as well. I like his a lot, to be honest. I think mine's it's just like very different, which is gonna be a big theme here. I make stuff that's a lot very different. You're just gonna see the same scene, but reinterpret it in a new way. That's what I'm here for. I'm here to show you something new. Okay, so I did make a song for the Chris and Noel thing that happened between them, but I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna show that in the video. It's just text and it's spoilers, and I don't want to spoil. But nope, most of you probably have played Chapter 4. That's why you're watching this video. So if you want to hear the song, it's on Spotify. The song that I made. Not something to listen to the Jack of all trades, man, Mr. Pumpkin guy. I'm gonna suspect that I did it more intense than he did. All right, it's more 8-bit than mine. Does it get more intense over time? Oh, it's more swingy. Okay. Mine is like, this is the battle of the century. I always do battle scenes like that. This one's a lot more like... Oh. I feel like I'm in the 50s and some guys are about to kill me in an alley, you know, and they're like doing like this. This one's really nice. I like this song a lot. It's like, it's got this ghostly vibe. Like the synth sounds like a ghost. It's a lot more groovy and a lot more like swingy. Mine is just like and it's like way more spooky and scary, which, I mean, hey, just it depends on how fucking intense you want to feel playing the boss. I got no context. I have no idea how like intense this boss is supposed to feel. So if you wanted to do like a hardcore version of Jackenstein boss battle, like in a mod or something, you can use my song. We both have the ghostly elements, at least. That was a given. You had to have some Halloween vibes. My guy is Jackensteining It, and my guy is a pumpkin guy. Halloween is upon us. Okay, that's time for the sanctuary theme, which is gonna be the last one. I went for a very calm, like, but still like we're doing something. Something's gonna happen. So let's hear it. Chris, the night is waiting you there. There's no time to think about anything else. Let's go. I should be a voice actor. I should. Oh, this song. I've heard it. I've heard it from somewhere. Where the fuck have I heard this song? Probably from like TikTok or something. Oh shit! Weird time signature, my jam. I love this. Oh, I love this. I love this song. Oh my god. I think the Toby Fox's version has a lot more determination. Mine's a lot more like accepting of the fact. This is more like, we're gonna do this, and there's still danger afoot, which honestly fits more. And yet again, I failed again. God damn it. I'm such a goddamn failure. You know what? Fine. Don't replace me with Toby Fox. I get it. I have to do a different game that doesn't have 8-bit visuals. God. But you know, I think there is a stark difference between his and mine. I think we just went in completely different directions. I think it just gives off a different feeling. I mean, he knows what is going on in the story. I do not know what's going on in the story. All I know is that near the end of the game. So I was just like, well, you know what? They're at peace with where they're at, and they know what they have to do, but there's still a little bit of urgency. But it's still calm. It's still beautiful. It's a beautiful moment. It's a beautiful thing. Music is a beautiful thing. But yeah, I guess that's it. If you like the songs that I made, they are on Spotify. Also, thank you so much for the support on my last video. It is insane to me that like as soon as I try to do something that's like for completely me, I immediately get like 50,000 views. It's so much love and like so much support, and I'm so excited to keep making this series and keep making more. And I hope you stick around for other games, and tell me what games you'd like to hear and what games you'd like to see, and I'll be trying to make a video at least every week or so. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next time. Listen to music on Spotify. Boing. Bye.